Maver 88 here. This is my Marrakesh ghost run. This is the one where I was beginning to think maybe a ghost run is impossible. First time I tried it on master difficulty, when I was trying to get to the school, I got rid of Victor pretty quick, or Klaus, excuse me. I got rid of Klaus pretty quick, but the school had like 2 guards on every entrance. And if you can't use distraction shots, you can't use like a bomb to explode to distract him. If you can't use knockouts, it's like, how do I get past these guys so I can just get to the school and get Reza? So that was my problem. I finally figured out a way. Obviously, I'm starting in the consulate. I have the janitor's disguise, which has gloves. So that the hard part here is I've got to go get a screwdriver, which means I have to go through this stinking garage like, I don't know, 3 times, which is no fun, especially in master difficulty with these 2 guards sitting here. So I'm just going to, distract them and move slowly, get to the other side to grab the screwdriver. I've looked all around for a screwdriver upstairs. I haven't been able to find one. Probably should have checked hit maps, maybe been easier. But in any case, this is the route I chose. When you throw that first distraction item, it'd be great if you could do it like I did it, where you get this 1 guard here to stop. Otherwise, you might have a timing problem where he's coming over the same time as you're moving past the cars. I think I forgot to pick up the coin here, which was not a great idea. Hopefully I remember to get it on the way back. Grab this hammer. You're going to need another distraction item. You've got to get past those guards 2 more times. We're going to quickly go around. We've got a guard that's moving backwards and forwards over here on this side. He can spot you as well. So you have to wait for him to clear out. So in Marrakesh is a lot of waiting around. The 2 kills are really, really easy. They don't challenge you at all, but the hard part here is how do you get in the school? And that's usually where I get caught. This guard stands here for, I think, 5 hours or so. You can tell I'm not a patient person. I don't like just sitting around waiting. The game is teaching me patience. I guess that's a good quality to have at some point. All right, he's finally going to move. There is a guard who can occasionally spot me. I see a little yellow bar lights up once in a while over this side. But if you stay in the shadows, you should be able to avoid them. There's your screwdriver. And now we just got to head back. Same route, same distractions. Just going the other direction. And then we'll have to do it a 3rd time to get out. So maybe there's a faster, better way to get an accident kill than what I chose. Mine's the easiest, I think. The only issue is all this time you spend in the garage just to get a screwdriver. This gets a little bit annoying. Timing should work out that you can run straight over here to get behind the cars. I hope I'm picking up that coin. Please pick up that coin, dummy. Oh, this is the one I knew there was one run where I didn't pick up the coin and I regretted it later. So apparently it's this run. Alright, once he moves, in this case, you kind of want him to go far enough that when you throw the distraction item, he doesn't turn around. It gives you more time to go. But this he'll hear. The other one he doesn't always hear. So wait for him to turn back around and go. There's a camera above this door, but as long as you're hugging the wall as you go in and out, it will not spot you. So you don't really need to worry about that. Once we get through the door, we're out of the trespassing zone. We're going to head upstairs and just do probably what everybody's done 100 times. Turn on the vacuum cleaner, get the guard to come in. There is a 2nd guard on master difficulty, but I have never been spotted by him when I'm exposing the wire and setting up my trap. He just is kind of oblivious, thank goodness. So once the guard's got his back to you, go ahead and expose the wire. There's a guard that goes in and out of this room, and you can either set the trap with him in it, or once he's out of it. It's easier with him out of it, of course, but it's not too hard with him in it. You just get behind him and do it. And you're done. Klaus is dead. Just doesn't know it yet. And now we just got to go through that garage for the third time. Make our way to the school, and that's where it gets interesting. On master difficulty, you're allowed one save. I don't know if I took it on this one or not, but I would suggest that you save when you get over to the school and get things set up before you try getting past the guard, because that is most likely where you're going to be caught. I did bring a gun with me, as you're seeing here, and I'm probably going, oh my gosh, where's my distraction item? I didn't grab that coin. Normally I have the coin and I threw it. And I was like, oh, I did it. Oh, wait a minute, I still got the screwdriver. Let's use that. So I used that to get him out of there. Put me a little bit behind on my timing, but this guy should not see you, and you should have enough time to get to the other car before the other guy comes back. So you're good. Now I pick up the coin saying, hey, dummy, why don't you grab that coin the first time you came through, or the second time? Same route. Now we're just heading out. There is a camera above the door that we're going to be exiting, so you have to dodge that. There's also a guard outside that's walking back and forth, and so you have to be careful of him. The guard's on the other end, so I'm clear. It's hard to see. I don't know if everybody else has this problem, but it's hard to see the grid, where it is. I use instinct, I could see it better. So I know that it is now headed toward the wall. You want to wait till it leaves that wall, and then just kind of work in an L shape around it. We're waiting for the guard to move first. You can watch the mini map. Once he starts moving, you're basically clear. All right, now we just need the camera to look the other way, and we can go. All right, I'm going to need another coin to get past these guards, so I'm going to go into the shoe shop. Won't be my last trip. I'm going to go into the shoe shop to get the coin there, which means I'm going to have to wait for this guard up here to finish his loop or move to the next stage of his loop before I can get past him. All right, Klaus is dead. They're all going crazy inside the consulate, but we're not there, so that's good. Again, sitting and waiting, patiently waiting. All right, guard, anytime now, please move. You can tell I'm just not patient. I'm ready to go, and he's still standing there. All right, let's go. And grab the coin. And then back out. All right, once you get over to where the entrance is, that's a good time to do your save. I don't remember if I did it on this run or not, but you should. Put down the gun. I did the scrap gun because I was trying to think, is there a gun that's not easily identifiable, or is one that I could just pick up on the street that has no ties to me? Because I was thinking, in theory, if I know I'm going to be leaving a gun behind, I'd want to use a gun that couldn't be traced to me. But we're going to take it with us because I'm going to follow my rule, make sure there's no evidence that they have to tie me to this. Let this guard go well past you. I've tried to jump the run a little early, it's my lack of patience, and go after this guard up here, and the other guard has come back and spotted me. So that makes it hard. This is where it gets interesting. You want him to go pick up a coin. You want him to go far enough away that you can slide behind him. You also have this guy over here who's about to come back, and you've got to kind of find a hiding place. And so having the second coin actually turned out to be an advantage here, because that moved him over there, and this guy was on his way back, but I should have enough time. I think I'm just going to wait it out. No, Yeah, I'm going to wait it out over here to make sure the other guy can't see me when he's going back. All right, and now it's clear I can go ahead. Again, easiest way I know of to kill Zaydan is to dump the toilet on his head. So that's what we're going to do. When you go in here, you get 2 guards. One's about to go on patrol, and he's going to go in the way you want to go, and then he's going to come back. So again, you have to wait. So you see I'm doing my save here. I would probably do it before I try getting past the guards before this, because that's where I probably failed more often there than I have here. Here I was just saying, oops, I forgot to do a save. So he's going to be over there for a minute, and he's going to come back. He's going to stand right next to you. He can't see you while you're up against this crate. And then once he turns around to start heading back to his original spot is when you can get past him. The other guy might not as well be there. I mean, he never moves. I don't think he sees a thing ever. So he's no problem at all. Once this guy starts moving, you can follow behind him. You don't want to get ahead of him. Everybody in this game walks so slow. You do have a rule about locks. You can pick them with your tool because nobody's going to know, right? You can't use a crowbar to open a door because that breaks the door and it's obvious. And you certainly can't use a gun to open a door or a bomb. So you're there. Watch out for that enforcer. He has caught me before when I'm impatient. When you go in here, check where this guard is. If he's turned around facing that direction, you should have enough time to turn on the radio and then make your way upstairs. And then hide behind this little wall because Zaydan will come in here. There is an enforcer out there, so I guess if you don't mind taking the risk, you can try to get behind him somehow. I'm not sure how you do that without him seeing you and push him down, but it's just easier to drop the toilet on his head. So he comes in, he realizes who's talking shit about him, and then he will head back downstairs. So one thing you learn about Ghost Style is you do a lot of waiting around. It's probably not a play style the speedrunners are ever going to embrace because you just spend a lot of time just sitting and waiting, and I don't mind that. I mean, despite my lack of patience, I like the stealth aspect. I like not being seen. I like playing the game quietly. I like nobody knowing I was there. Once he gets down there, he stops, he says something, and then he walks forward. After he walks forward, that's when you go ahead and push the toilet onto him. And then just got to get back out. Getting out's a little bit easier than it was getting in. But we left a gun to be found. And it's our gun. We're going to use guns in other maps, but they're not going to be our guns. I don't care if they find their guns. It's not traced to me since I'm wearing gloves. But, bye, Zaydan. We need to pick up that gun that we brought and take it with us. So I'm going to have to go back to the shoe shop to collect it. It's always good to know where they're going to take your gun if you're going to do that strategy. And on some maps, you really have to do that strategy. I don't know how you get into the school in the custodial disguise without guns. You'd have to go back to the soda machine at the front of the map to get more coins if you want to try to distract both of them with coins. And the coins don't take all that long. So I tried going through the roof where the old schoolmaster lives, and they have an enforcer up there too on master difficulty. So still 2 people you have to navigate, both enforcers. You're in a trespass zone. So I don't know if there's a way to get into the school without a gun or a briefcase. I don't know if there's a briefcase on this map or not. Briefcases work great, except for the fact that you can't put it in your pocket. So if you need to climb a pipe or something, they're not going to be so good. To get out of here, we're just going to probably cheat. It's not necessarily the stealthiest way, because they're going to say, oh, this person just materialized out of thin air, but they're not in a trespass zone anymore, so I don't care. But that's what we're going to do. Stay on this guy's right. Once he turns, you can walk past him and walk past the other guard. You're free. And of course, because I am me, my timing is that as soon as I get over here, here comes our guard. Timing never works out for me. It just never does. So I have to wait patiently for him to go through his loop to go in the shoe shop to collect the gun that I brought before I can leave the map. And once again, the timing doesn't work out for me because this guard is now coming toward this direction, and then after this direction, he's going to go over to the gun case. So, waiting patiently, really not my thing. I'm sure that's come across by now. I'm just not a patient person. And he moves. I'm going to follow him in. We're going to get behind the case or the table and wait for him to leave. There's our gun. There's the gun case. He's not there very long, thank goodness. And then he'll be distracted looking at whatever he's looking at over there. So you got plenty of time to grab the gun and get out. And the timing worked out this time. Yay! So the other guard just arrived at that station. He's at long enough for us to get out and head to an exit. So this one was pretty difficult, and I was wondering if it was possible until I decided to try the gun trap, gun distraction. But I was finally able to do it, so it is possible. And that probably came to an end at Marrakesh, at Bangkok. Bangkok had me thinking, this is impossible at master difficulty. But we figured out a way around it with some help from some friends. So let's get to Bangkok next.